Meanwhile, Russia pulling back its troops in parts of Ukraine's Kharkiv region. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calling that move a good decision. Ukraine's counteroffensive has made big gains in that area in the past week. And correspondent Joe Khalil joining us live from Washington. Joe, Ukrainian forces taking back control of substantial territory in eastern and southern Ukraine.
This counteroffensive has been really working for them, and probably the most aggressive push yet, Natasha, to really take the fight to the Russian military, not just pushing back Russian fighters, forcing them to retreat, but also reclaiming territory in Ukraine that at this point was under Russian occupation. And again, really have been successful at it. You know, Russian troops have been moving back. They have been retreating, especially in parts of the northeastern region in the country and in the southeastern part as well. So far, the Ukrainian military has reclaimed about 2,500 square kilometers of land. That is an incredibly large and significant portion. That's according to the Institute for the Study of War. But take a look at it from this map, because it gives you a better idea here. The areas in red on your screen, those are under Russian control. But the spots that are in light blue are the keys that we're watching now, because those are the areas where in just the last couple of days, Ukraine's military has really fought back and taken control back. And that includes some strategic cities like Izium, which is a transportation hub, and the Kharkiv region, which also has been pretty important in this conflict. Ukrainian fighters infused with some momentum after these couple of battles, and also news that nearly $2 billion worth of resources and weapons from the United States are on their way. The military package includes howitzers, artillery munitions, Humvees, armored ambulances, and anti-tank systems. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin was asked about this new phase of the war and about America's continued support for Ukraine. And here's what he said.
They've used those munitions and things like HARM missiles to begin to shape the battle space in such a manner that they are changing the dynamics on the battlefield. So we see success in Kherson now. We see some success in Kharkiv. And so that's very, very encouraging.
You know, we are in campaign season, so we're getting used to what spin sounds like. The Russian Defense Ministry is commenting on what's happening in Ukraine now, but they say that their troops are not retreating. Rather, they are just regrouping and reorganizing so that they can set a new phase in the near future for another attack. But, you know, this is the same Russian Defense Ministry, Natasha, that we have heard not even call this conflict in Ukraine a war. There have been a number of other examples where they've been less than truthful. So the State Department really taking what the Russian Defense Ministry says with a grain of salt there, because clearly what we see on the ground is Ukraine's counteroffensive is successfully taking back some of their land in really crucial spots.
Yeah, a heaping spoonful of salt needed there. And Joe, I appreciate you calling out the spin where you see it. Joe Khalil live for us in D.C. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.